Change is probably the hardest thing in somebody's life. It's inevitable. There's no person on earth who can handle drastic changes in their life without going through some tough time. At least not me. Let's dive into why I made this particular decision and the guardrails I used to justify it. Everyone faces tough decisions in their lives, and they can come up in any area. For me, probably the hardest, or at least the most complex, was related to my job. I worked my entire adult life at one company so far, so take this video with a grain of salt. My conclusions might not apply to you, but I can promise this will be an honest take from me. Hey, I'm Victor, today an ex-senior full-stack developer by trade, but here on this channel, just your friend sharing some helpful advice. In this video, I will walk you through my approach to quitting, the reasons behind it, and how it helped me rationalize those tough decisions when they came up. We'll cover the emotional side, the financial aspects, and the career expectations that guided me. So, I've spent my entire adult life working so far. To give you some context on where I'm coming from. After graduating high school in July of 2020, I didn't want a boring summer. I skipped the vacations and parties. Instead, my days revolved around learning. I'd wake up and code or watch YouTube tutorials for 12 or 14 hours, plus 2 hours of exercise daily. This went on for 3 months probably. It was around the time React was getting really trendy, so I dove into it because I spotted job opportunities there. On 8th of October, when I turned 18, I signed my first contract and my story began. It lasted about 5 years. I gained a ton from the company. I learned how to solve problems, understand client needs, and create things with real commercial value. More importantly, it shaped my work ethic, but eventually a decision had to be made. After spending 5 years in one place, what might be the reason for change? That's what I asked myself too. Why did I feel like it was the time for a shift? For months, my girlfriend had been telling me something wasn't right with me. I lacked motivation, I was always complaining about my job, and I couldn't have deep conversations because mind was always elsewhere, and she was right. I was feeling exhausted all the time. After work, from 3 p.m. onward, I'd sleep for 3 hours just to stay functional. That wasn't me. I didn't want to be that guy. So I needed to figure out the whys and how to keep my personal plans on track. In the last few months, I was constantly self-analyzing what was going on. I'm the type of person who is always hungry for new things and open to growth, but I felt like it was losing my most valued traits, my work ethic, and my goodwill toward people. I started by reviewing my behavior, since that's the most visible. I was overeating despite good progress with my body weight, not caring about the quality of my work or life anymore, and always taking the easy path. Instead of working out, I'd eat out. Instead of reading a book, I would scroll for hours. These were huge red flags I didn't like. Of course, I had the fear of change and the unknown, but I realized it was more uncertainty than fear. I was constantly seeking justification to avoid change because I was uncertain. And the end, it was just fear of starting over. So here are my conclusions for why I've decided to quit my job. First, challenges. I want to head a different direction and explore new things. Look, I can't live without challenges. That's what fuels me, solving problems and learning. Second, it wasn't exciting anymore. I know that not everything will always be exciting or challenging, and that's just fine. But after a year of not feeling excited, it was killing my soul. I tried to bridge the gap with even more money, but that couldn't spark the excitement anymore. Third, I want to write a different story in my life. I need some time to get things in order, how I approach work and what the destination is, what I want to reach. I have a few private goals I want to achieve as well. Fourth, internal communication. I haven't mentioned anything related to the company on purpose. I gained a lot and I'm grateful for that. But there were some narratives I didn't totally agree with. Once I understood why I wanted a change, I needed a checklist to ensure I was making the right decision and at the right time. The most crucial thing when preparing for a change is avoiding financial hardship. Then, of course, I started crunching the numbers. Would it make sense to stick around for a few months for the extra money? And I realized that wouldn't benefit anyone, not the company and certainly not me. I didn't want this to be an emotional or impulsive decision, so I built a checklist to keep myself grounded. Here's what it looked like. Number 0 is financial stability. Cut expenses where possible. Ramp up side income to at least half of your current salary. Build savings for current runway, aim for 6 to 12 months, establish an emergency fund, and set aside a career change fund. Also, check if there is any serious illness or major health issue on the horizon that could impact your finances. Number one is maintaining good relationships. Try to stay on positive terms with your colleagues and bosses. Burning bridges can hurt future opportunities. Number two is career direction and growth. Clarify where you want to head in your career. Does your current company still offer the direction, learning opportunities, or fulfillment you need? Number three is job readiness. Could you land another job quickly, or do you have enough side income to bridge the gap? Number four is impact on personal life. Is the company demotivating you or spilling over into your private life in negative ways? Number five is about sacrifice. Are you ready to work for free, example on personal projects or building a skill during the transition? Number six is about the start. Are you prepared to start over, potentially at a lower level or in a new field? Number seven is about time. Do you have the spare time for interviews, networking, or job hunting without burning out? Number eight is about skills. Do you have the skills needed to secure a new job, or is there upskilling required? Number nine is about network. Do you have the connections that could ease the transition, like mentors or industry contact? And number 10, the last one, is about support. Do you have the family, the friends, or partner who supports your decision and can provide emotional or practical backup during the transition? These guardrails helped me weigh the pros and cons rationally, ensuring I wasn't jumping ship impulsively. If you are considering a similar move, adapt this checklist to your situation. It made all the difference for me. Confidence in myself was key. I knew that whatever happens, I would handle it and keep moving forward. People often underestimate the power of making a clear decision. Saying yes or no can mean more than the outcome itself. It shows you are someone who can take a stand even when things get tough. Choosing to walk away doesn't mean you are giving up or taking the easy road. I went through every item on my checklist, and once everything checked out, I took the step and made the decision. And of course, now I get asked, do I regret it? In my eyes, regret and what if questions don't exist. That's why I created the checklist in the first place. If every box is ticked, that's a clear sign you are ready. At least it was for me. Look, if you are always waiting for the next train, chances are you will end up boarding one sooner or later. Even though it was hard, and I shed a few tears to be honest, I'll always remember these months and years as a time that helped me grow, shape my character, and have fun along the way. And I made this video to put a period at the end of the chapter 1 and begin a new one. One that's more aligned with my values and the person I'm becoming. New experiences can help you discover more about yourself. You might stumble upon new ideas, meet inspiring people, or see some things from a fresh perspective. If you ever feel stuck or can't see the light at the end of this tunnel, I would be happy to jump on a quick call and help you out. I'm not selling anything, just offering a friendly chat about your career, and you will find the link below. And change is never easy, but it's often the moment you realize what you are truly capable of. And thanks for being part of this journey. And if you have any thoughts about this or want to share your own story, leave a like or a comment. I would love to hear from you, my friends. Keep growing, keep challenging yourself, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.